Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining us. And we are starting off again. It's Monday, and guess what that is? It's Merry Makes. So we're gonna craft throughout the year. And this is my version of Merry Monday, so I'm gonna call it Monday Makes. I hope I'm not infringing on a already established hashtag for that. Like I said, hashtag Merry Monday. Miss Donna over at Twisted Paper Studio, she has a design team called that, and I didn't want to feel like I was infringing on anyone's area and stepping on anyone's toes or what have you. So I was trying to come up with something that we could use and have our Monday crafts throughout the year on Mondays. So we're just going to do Merry Makes, and I hope that that will be all right. And we don't infringe on anyone's area. So I've got a bunch of papers and stuff here that we were working on last year. And I just thought we'd just put some fussy cuts on it and just start from there. And, just make up some stuff for our Monday for Christmas. It's what I'm intending to do right now. So I hope everybody's doing good. Y'all are faring well in this storm that we're having. Excuse me, I'm still under the weather a little bit, but doing good. Just having some coughing spells and such. I've been wanting to use these little train bits. I think I'm going to use that on this journal card right here. I think I'm just going to. I just got to do it. I like the little trainy bits there. That one's cute. This one here is actually cuter. It would fit on that one better, I think. Let's do that one on that one. And I want to put this one on here. And I think I'm going to use this little postage stamp on this as well. That's cute. I like that. But, yep, so that's what I think I'm going to work on today. It's just making, a little bit of ephemera here and there in the other place for our Christmas. Let's put this one like that. Why not? Oh, look at Santa Claus. I like Santa Claus better with that train because it's red. I hope I'm zoomed in enough where you all can see what I'm doing. I hope I am. Thought about doing something like, that's a little deer. That's going to be a little blendy, ain't it? That's going to be a little blendy there, buddy. But these are some fussy cuts that we got this past year. And I tried to keep the papers with them so I could remember where I got them from. And this was vintage Christmas fussy cuts. Came from Touky Designs. Touky Designs on Etsy. So we're going to continue to try to use these up the best that we can. If you can tell, I've got a few little empty bags. We need to put those up where they go, and I'll do that later. But at the moment, I think we're going to try to do this. I really want to put that on there, but I don't think that's going to work. So let me see if we can put it on this. Put it over here like so on this pocket. See if we can't come up with a stampy bit to put on that. I think that'll be fun. And these are just some leftover pockety bits that we were working on. Oh, that's a little big, ain't it? So I want something that's a little big too. What about you, Christmas tree? What do we think about putting you on there? Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Okie doke. And it's just, you know, no rhyme or reason. It's just Christmas. That's all we're doing. Doing some Christmas craftiness. Alright, so I need a focal point on you. What do I want to put on you? I don't know. Let's go look, see what we got in here, and fussy cut wise. Oh, that Santa, that snowman would look cute on there. Let's put him on that. Oh, on this blue house, what do we think about that? Yeah, let's do that. See, now I'm moving the train on over. Just because of the blue, you know what I'm saying? I think I am going to put the snowman on that. Put Santa Claus on this. Put these up. I think on this one here, I think I've got some snowman words. I hope I do. I hope I got a snowman word somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm just, this is, let's see, what day is this? This is Sunday evening, about 9 o'clock or so. And, I said, well, let me go ahead and get my video put together and put up for the Merry Monday makes. And, because I'm off tomorrow, too, as well. Because, you know, when it snows, I don't drive in the snow. Let's see. I don't know if we've got snowman-y words. I like that. Let's do that on that. That's fine there. Oh, we can put holidays. Let's do that. Put holidays. Because, you know, with these black festive words, I'm kind of running a little bit into an issue of using them. Merry holidays. Shut up, I'm doing that. Now that is something I would say for people that know me in my personal life. I'll always say, you know, instead of Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, you know. And most of the time I'll say Merry Happy Christmas. I'm so sorry about the coughing hack. Good gracious, leave me alone. But yeah, so that would be something I would say. Merry holidays. That's just funny. Goodness gracious, leave me alone, cough. It's getting close to time for me to take my medicine, so I thought I could get a video in and take my medicine and lay it down for today. Then tomorrow I can get up, you know, do some more craftiness. But because tomorrow I want to do some, I did do some fussy cut bits of, like some pockets and stuff like that. Now I'm trying to figure out what kind of journal I want to work on. My goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry. But I'm trying to get an idea of, you know, do I want to go ahead and start doing floral-y bits and, you know, move along to that, or what do I want to do? Because, you know, I'm like, they're going to get tired of me making ephemera bits. But which, you know, we all need to make ephemera. And that's what I need to work on. Because I am clearly, do not have none. Other than the bits that I've made on camera. So, yeah, I need to make some floral bits of ephemera as well. And I've got several project boxes, like I said, that, you know, I've collected stuff up. I've got a bee journal. I've got plenty of butterfly journals. I have a bunch of stuff for sunflower journals. I've got the red roses, the pink, the purple, the blues. You know, I've got all of that stuff. And so I don't know if it's time to go ahead and move on into that or what. Because, you know, usually right after Christmas, daggone it, I'm so sorry, y'all. Right after Christmas, I'm usually transitioning my craft room, putting everything up. Taking a break January because, you know, I've done all of the Christmas builds and everything. Look, there's 2 of them there. Thought it was. So, I'm kind of not used to crafting this time of year. Other than, you know, making photo books or something like that. I got me a drink. Let it sit on my throat for a minute. But yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know what I want to make. Y'all ever been like that? You just don't know what, I mean, I got all kinds of crafty stuff to do. I just don't know what I want to do. So I think I'm just going to just start getting together some covers, and because I've got some really pretty floral fabrics and stuff. And then somebody suggested that I do, you know, because this time of year is usually, you know, when you would go ahead and start getting your seeds out, planting your garden, mapping out your garden and stuff like that. You know, because if you're doing peppers and stuff in the south, you get your peppers in before it gets hot, because they need to get in the ground and they grow slower than everything else. Now, tomatoes, you want to wait probably till about the end of March for tomatoes, really, because they'll come put on a bunch of blooms and stuff, and then you'll get a harvest at the beginning, and then when the heat hits, they'll as long as you keep them watered, they'll stay pretty well taken care of. And then after the heat dies down, you'll get another flush of tomatoes at the end of the summer, like fallish time. Now that is if you can keep the blight and all of that off of them. So, you know, keep them watered, keep them healthy, you can keep them going through the heat of the summer. So, you know, anything over like 85 degrees, they don't put on new blossoms. So you're just really, during July, you're just really just feeding the water to them to keep them going. So after the heat, they can put on another flush of blooms, and then they'll bloom and blossom and grow all the way up until it just starts freezing. So that's usually what I'm doing, is planning what peppers I want to plant. And then, you know, getting the stuff for that ready. That's usually what I'm doing in January. So, with all of that yik-yakking and coughing being said and done, usually I would be, you know, planning out my garden, what seeds to start in that. So someone's like, well, why don't you do like a garden journal where, you know, you could put down what seeds you started and all of this and that. And I was like, that is a good idea, because I do have stuff together for a garden journal. And I do have a kit for garden journals. I got covers and fabrics and stuff for garden journals. So I was like, heck yeah, why don't I do that? So I think that's what I'm going to do starting next week. Which, you know, to me is next week is, you know, which will be y'all's tomorrow. Because it's still Saturday for me right now. But yeah, starting tomorrow, we'll probably try to get into our garden journal bits and get that stuff together. So we can get into you know, because you'll need if you track your garden, you know, where you planted stuff from year to year, you want to kind of, you know, like a rotate the crops type deal, because you don't want to plant beans in the same area every year. You don't want to plant tomatoes and stuff. You don't want to plant everything in the same dirt every year. Now, if you plant green beans in an area, and most of the time they tend to put more nutrients in the ground. So I usually, wherever I plant tomatoes the year before, I'll wind up planting like my bush green beans, or run a little trellis and plant some runner beans on it and stuff like that, because it adds the nutrients back into the soil. They have the nematodes on the roots and this and that type situation, where they'll add nutrients back to the soil. So I don't plant my tomatoes in the same spot every year, because they take so much nutrients from the soil. So you kind of rotate, so that way, you know, you have a journal where you planted it, which, you know, if you garden, you know where you planted stuff, but still, you know, write down when you started stuff, and, you know, get your garden planned out. That's what I'm saying. So I was like, yeah, that would be a good idea, to try to get a garden journal together of, you know, where you're going to plant and stuff. And then that way you have it for your starting seeds type season and stuff like that. Because, I mean, that's what I would be doing right now. I was thinking about what seeds I wanted to start, you know, getting my seed order in and stuff like that. So then you could have a place where you could write down what seeds you need, and write down what you need to order and all of that good stuff. So that's what I would use a garden journal this time of year for, is to map out my plans for it, and what seeds I need, and when and where I'm going to start them, and you know, how long I need to count back from the last frost date before I can put anything outside. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So, and most of your seed packets will tell you, you know, if you're growing from seed, to start 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date indoors, that type of thing. So then that way, you know, you've got it visually wrote down when you started things and all that good stuff. So I think that's probably what I'll wind up doing, is we'll wind up doing us a garden journal, y'all. I think that'll be a good little thing that will be useful this time of year. Get us a good old garden journal going. I started to say a garden journal. You know me and my words backwards. I sure did start to say a garden journal. But yeah, that would be good to do that. So then we got to plan ahead. So I don't know how many of those I would do. I do just have one kit at the moment. Well, actually, no, I got a couple of kits, but I may do 2. I don't know. So we'll work on our garden planning journals for January. I think that will be a good idea. These here, I think I'm going to do these as journal card bits. And these are the ones, you know, we stamped on, what have you, with my little stampy situation. But that's going to give me a little purpose of, you know, for my videos in the next couple weeks. Do a couple of garden planning journals. I think that'd be a good idea. Ooh, don't break it. Don't break it. that's what I want to do. Let's see. This is going to be a pocket anyway, so it don't really matter. And always turn it over and use the other side of it. I just don't want to break that when I ink it. So yeah, that's one of my, hope that's going to be all right with you all, if that's what we do for the next couple of weeks, is do a couple of garden planning journals. And I think that would be a great idea. So, you know, like if you have, you know, like even if you plant, you know, you don't plant a food garden, you know, you still, if you plant florals, you know where you plant your stuff at, and bulbs and stuff like that. Map it out, write it down where you planted bulbs from one year to the next, so you don't plant on top of them. Because I'm real bad to do that. You know, is to plant a bulb type flower and then wind up digging it up, planting a rose bush or something else somewhere here along the lines. Real bad to do that, yep. So then you can plan out, you know, because I have a lot of flower seeds too, you know, that like echinacea and stuff like that, and I have a lot of herbs, you know. You can plant and grow herbs in your house all year round, as long as you keep them watered and stuff like that. Have your little herb garden on the windowsill. Window, not winder, sorry. My countryness is coming out. But, yep. So, that's why I've been just, you know, getting the ephemera together and doing stuff like that. You know, just things that we need, we're going to need and going to use, you know. But I was like, well, they're going to get tired of seeing the same, you know, same thing. All she's doing is making up blank ephemera pieces for 2 months. Till she decided she wanted to make a journal again. But, I mean, you know, I got plenty of stuff to make. I just don't know if it's the time to do it or not. Which I don't reckon it really matters. You know, it's what I want to make, so it don't really matter about what nobody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just pretty much the way I go. But the interest level, I do believe, is what I'm worried about. All right, so this Santa Claus and the these fellas, the nutcrackers that's on these, they came from Ginger Journals. So the fussy cut bits there came from Ginger Journals. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make these here up. There's 2 of them right there, yep. So we're just gonna go ahead and just make these up. He's so cute on that. He's a little too tall. Let's see. We got one that's fussy cut it out pretty good. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing okay and taking the heat of staying off the roads. Our highway, main thoroughfare through our area is 52, Highway 601, Highway 89, and Highway 77. In and throughout around our area in town. Highway 89 and Highway 52 has been closed off and on pretty much most of the day, but due to just, it's a solid sheet of ice. And Highway 89 runs from town up into the mountains, up into Virginia. 52 North runs up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. I want him on that right there. I think that's going to be cute. And then you have 601 is the main road through the middle of our town. 52 and 601 meet. So yeah, our roadways have been really, really pretty much basically just solid sheets of ice all day. Because I really don't think anyone really expected it to come. Oh, that he's too short for that. Too tall, I mean. And be as bad as it was, as early, as quick as it was. Because, I mean, I'm literally talking from 12:30 to 3:30 this afternoon. We got, at my house, it was 4.5 inches of snow, right under 4.5 inches. Like just a hair being 4.5 inches. And, you know, so it did that amount in like, you know, what, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So that's some pretty heavy snow. And then people are out and about, and then nobody was taking heed to get off the roadway because it was heavy wet snow, and heavy wet snow is different than snow that's fluffy, you know, that's the dry snow that it's easily windblown. So heavy wet snow sticks to pretty much any and everything, and it compacts really, really easy on the highway. So that was our situation here today. It pretty much, and then their emergency services are putting out, you know, if you are not an essential worker, basically if you're not an emergency worker, stay at home. You know, if you don't have to go in, do not go to work. Stay at home. Stay off the roads so they can get the roads cleared up, get the wrecks cleared up, and all of this and that. Because it was a hot mess up here today. I really do think that my heater blowing right in my face was causing me to cough so much a while ago, so I turned it off. Or turned it down, and I think that seemed to help me. But I am so sorry about having to cough and stuff every other time on the video. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. But I am getting better, so don't sound as nasally today. So, and I've learned with these colds, the respiratory colds and that, it always seems like as soon as you start getting the least bit better, you wake up one morning and it's like, you know, you're right back in the middle of it. It's just annoying. Alright, so I need him on this because he's red or green. And then I want the red one over here. He's got enough green in him. He's not going to blend in too much, I don't think. And I'm just using this to ink these poles and stuff so I don't break them. They're little staffs or whatever they're called. Well, let's get your legs, buddy. But, yep. So, I hope I'm not infringing on anyone's hashtag with this Mary Makes. I hope that, because I checked and there was, you know, Mary Makes hashtags for, like, you know, chickens or something like that. There was like 2 or 3 hashtags, but it had like something else with it, like, you know, I don't know what they were. It's like a cooking channel or something. Be my luck, it probably will be some kind of cooking channel. You know. But yeah, so I was like, I want to do Mary Makes. I actually thought about doing Santa Sundays, but then, you know, who knows. So if I wind up getting fussed at for having Mary Makes, I'll go to that. Santa Sunday or Santa Saturday, I don't know. And then I'll just do Monday Makes, you know, just to make ephemera, which is kind of what I was wanting to do, but oh well. Alrighty, so I think that's going to be good. I'm still needing to do some kind of stash something. You know, because everybody's got the stash hashtags. Build your stash, stack your stash, what is it? I don't, something, all kinds of stuff like that. So I was thinking along the lines of something about there we go. Oh, that is going to be cute. He is too cute. I like them a lot. I need to do another stampy bit and do some more of those. I think I would do brown, like a light brown or a cream in the background. Do the Christmas and Santa Claus in red or green, and then that way it wouldn't take away from my focus point, my focal point fussy cut so much. That would be a good idea to do the music in like a vintage photo, or what's that, antique linen. Do that in the antique linen, and then do the red and green little stamps. And then that way your focal point is not going to be kind of backwashed or washed out so bad. So I'm hoping that, you know, we go through and make stuff on our Christmas make-aheads, that when it comes to Christmas time, all we gotta do is just get our kits out and our paper, you know, whatever. If we want to use scrapbooking paper, and just run it through and print a coffee dye or a tea dye on the back of it, the lightness of the scrapbook paper, which I have done that. And then so I was like, well, maybe, you know, we can have enough ephemera made ahead that we won't have to make any ephemera when it comes Christmas time. That we would have all of our ephemera made up, and then we just got to get our kits and our journal covers and papers together. Now, I've probably got journal covers already for this year, because I've got several covers that I made from this past year that I intended on using for like the photo flip books, and I didn't use those. But they have like a 1-inch spine on them, so they would be great to have take and get scrapbook paper, cut it down to size of the journal cover, and use it that way. And so that's what I'm going to do with a couple of them, is do that. And then that way I would have journal covers already, which, you know, we gonna make journal covers anyways, but I'm just saying. And I need to get into my pink stuff and make up some pink stuff. I really, really do need to do that. What time is it? Shoot, it's only been 30 minutes. Why do I feel like I'm like, in my video I did earlier today, I was like, I thought, you know, it'd done been a minute. But shoot. Well, while we talking about doing some pink stuff, let's pull out the pink stuff, y'all. Heck. Let's pull it out, honey. Let's see. Alrighty. And some pink bits. Now, I do have quite a bit of pink stuff, but I have not made, you know, as much pink stuff as I would like to have this year. Let's see what we got over here. Now, see, all of this would go, you know, in a pink journal. You just got to trim it down, so that's pretty much done. Got these bits here. Let's do a couple of these as tags. That'll be a journal card bit. Because I don't really have big fussy cuts yet for the pink for this, so, well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I do have these here. Oh, that would be cute, wouldn't it? It would. Shut up. But I don't have the pink ink out. Oh, that would be pretty on there. Let's do that. Ooh-wee, look at this, y'all. Hush up your face. I'll put that down like that. And do that on that. Oh, look, we got to put Santa Claus on here. I just got to. I got to do that. Okay. And these came from AT Art Digital. It was pink. I just punched in pink Christmas fussy cut ephemera, and it was AT Art Digital. That's where these came from. That is plumb cute. And of course, you know, I was looking through and had another, found another pink set of pages that I had to have. So, these here need to be cut down. So we need to just go ahead and put them. I need to do a pink folder just for the pink ones, just for the pink stuff. I'm going to keep them in this, and then when I get done with these fussy cut bits, that'll just be our pink ephemera. Okay. Oh, look, I put it up and I ain't got nothing to go on these. Knucklehead, what are you doing? Crazy? I know somebody was yelling, hey, you putting up your stuff, you ain't got these decorated. Yes, I know. I did that. Yes, I did. Okay, let's see. Put the little snowman on this one here. I'm going to put that on that. And put these sticking out the top of it. And put the snowman friends on this one. With a Merry Christmas across it. And it's going to be a tag. Or a journal card. It'd be a journal card. Wish I had that truck cut out because it would be pretty on here. Like that. Uh-oh. I forgot them wasn't in the bag. Yeah, them was not in the bag. Okie dokie. Let's see if we got enough time to get these done and put it down, inked up. If not, I'll just slide them back in that bag to do later. So, yep. We're, had an ice alert about 30-40 minutes ago. Went out and it still hasn't started back doing anything yet. They're still calling for ice overnight and into the morning. for us tomorrow. So we don't know if it's going to be ice or snow. You know, just whenever it gets here is what it's going to do is what it's going to do, you know. I mean, I know we have the weatherman trying to predict for us, but like I said, it was supposed to have been ice today, and we got 4.5 inches of snow, so who knows? Because the way this is coming, it's coming like off of the mountain. So when stuff comes off of the mountain and it makes it to us, then most of the time we are going in with the mountain forecast. Now if it's coming up from below us, then you know, then yeah, we go with the Piedmont Triad. But when it's coming from the east at us, most of the time we have to go with what the mountain forecast is. Because, you know, we're at the foot of the mountain, so as soon as it hits the mountain, pops up, and it'll dump down, and then it'll jump over a county or two, and then it'll start doing it again. Okay, let me put this over here for a minute. But yeah, I think we can do this right here fairly quickly. Yeah, so nobody went out and played in the snow in my household because, you know, for one, I'm sickly, and for two, my kids are grown, and they are like, you know, they were over the snow by the time it had done started falling, and they were like, nah, nope. They were like, yeah, no, we don't want to go play in the snow today, because they had to travel in it to get here. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Because I don't want to cover up all of the snowflakes behind it, you know. I should have put that up a little more. Should I not had? Knucklehead, what are you doing? I don't know. Alright, let's put you here. I was watching, because when it's, you know, some type of increment weather or what have you, I stay on the weather channel watching it constantly. And, you know, keeping up with where it's at and what it's doing and blah, blah, blah. And then I was watching, I was like, well, shoot, they're calling for another snowstorm to come in on us next weekend, coming up from underneath us. Now, that's when we usually get good snow, when it comes from the underneath side of us. We get called the nor'eastery type snow. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Okie doke. But yeah, so I said, well, we ain't got done with this one yet, and they've done forecasting it to come through again next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I guess it's going to be, you know, once the snow machine started, it's just going to keep on coming. Because I was like, we're going to wind up getting some snow this year, because everybody like Montana and stuff like that was talking about how they hadn't had much snow, you know, and then we're getting the serious lake effect snows here in the East Coast, which, you know, I'm in North Carolina, so I don't have to really worry about lake effect snow like that. But, you know, so when you pay attention to the weather patterns as such like that, and you're just like, yeah, we're going to wind up getting some snow showers and snowstorms and ice storms and stuff this year, because, you know, just the way that the dip's happening, the jet streams acting a fool, wanting to turn us into the Arctic Circle down here or something. so that's what's going on right now. And then even after this, you know, I don't know how much it's going to melt, because we're forecasted to be like wind chill factors in the teens for the whole week after this. So basically the snow's going to come in, and like the older fellas and ladies say, that snow's just going to lay around, wait for some more to come join it. That's what's going to happen. I always thought that was funny when I was growing up. And grandparents and stuff would be like, yeah, that snow's just laying around waiting for some more. That's all it's a-doing. That's why it ain't went nowhere. Sure enough, a couple days later, it'd snow. Now, we did have thunder snow. When was it? Friday afternoon. So that would put it right in line with the thunder snow and what have you 7 days afterwards. And it's going to come through again with, you know, the old wives' tale or what have you, folklore type stuff. Now, I have not been out at night to see if there's been a ring around the moon or anything like that. That's another southern wives' tale. If there's a ring, like a halo around the moon, 7 to 10 days after that, it's going to snow. While it is snowing, if you hear thunder or whatever, it's gonna it'll snow again in 7 days. Because I know Friday when I was at work, I kept hearing, I was like, what is that racket? It sounded like a jet, you know, and I was like, surely that is not thunder. Sure enough, it was thunder snow. Because we had a real heavy band that came through, and I mean, it snowed for like 30-40 minutes, and we had an inch of snow. Just out of nowhere. Like, they were not calling for snow. They weren't even calling for it to rain. It just blew off the mountain and came at us. A heavy band of snow. And I was looking at the radar, and I was like, surely that is not lake effect snow this far down, you know what I'm saying? Because the way they were talking, the meteorologists were talking about, you know, the lake effect bands and all this and that. And I was like, look, that's coming straight down here out of Idaho or Ohio. And I was like, is that lake effect snow for real? No, it wasn't. I'm just messing, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, daggone, that lake effect snow is in full effect this year for us to get it. But yeah, it was comical. Me and the kids were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I guess it was that full-on lake effect snow. But I've watched what is in Ryan Hall, y'all. They did going around Buffalo and stuff like that with the lake effect snow, and I was just like, good gracious, that is just crazy snow. You wouldn't believe that just the wind blowing across the water like that would cause it to snow that much. It is awesome. I mean, it's awesome, but it's not, because, you know, it is scary to have that much snow, blizzardy types and dangerous, but just the way that just because the wind blew across the water, it snowed like that. That is nuts. I should have left the top of that up so I could stick these down in there behind it, because I don't think I'm going to be able to now. Oh, get in there. Get in there. You can. There we go. Okie doke. Yeah, so a lot of times our Christmas Monday makes will be just this right here, sitting down with what I've got in the box and pulling it out and making it up. I don't even have any type of journal ideas other than, you know, I have papers for the pink journals. So it's just going to be purely creative free-for-all of the ephemera makes for the Christmas journals this year. You know, you can't really go wrong. You know, you're going to do a pink journal, and you got red and green. You know, so I can't mess that up, I hope. So that's where I'm, how I'm approaching that. I'm going to put him right here. I like that. Oops. Did you see me? I was about to ink the back of it for like some crazy reason. We got this one and one more, and I think I'll get off of here for today. And we'll put all this up in our designated Christmas pouches for our tags and ephemera and such that we've made up ahead. Because I kept them. So then we'll have that. We'll just have to sort that out when it gets time to start pulling out stuff to go in journals. You know what I'm saying? We'll just make it up as the year goes and put it in a pouch, in a box that we can access. And then when it gets time to start decorating journals and putting journals together, we'll just pull it out and split it up and put it with whatever we journal we're making. My dog must be taking a nap. He's awful quiet. He's been honking that daggum squeaker toy, that little pig squeaker toy, constantly. I'm so tired of hearing it. You know how, like, when you get your kids when they're little and they get a racket-making toy, you're like, oh, I can't wait till them batteries die. I can't wait till this squeaker pops in this toy. I shouldn't be like that, but I am. I'm like, oh, I can't wait till that squeaker pops in that toy. I'm over hearing that thing squeak. But it's cute. He brings it to the doorways and wants you to play with him with it. And he'll throw it over your gate. And then he'll sit and whine about it until you get up and give it to him, and he throws it back over the gate again. And I'm like, well, you just done with it. You throw it away. You don't want it no more. Christmas calories don't count. How true is that? Neither do Thanksgiving. I got a cute little pink and teal paper kit. I thought these would go well with. Oops. So you all let me know if you think that would be something you would be interested in watching, is putting together a garden growing kit or garden growing journal. I think that would be a fun watch. You know, to do like a garden themed stuff, to where you can keep track of your seedlings and when and where and how to plant your seeds and stuff, and keep a track of it from when it started to finish and what you produced. I think that would be neat. I like doing that. I'll follow one seed for like the whole garden. So like I'll plant like out of a tomato or something, and not one that's you have to do indeterminate plants, because the terminate plants will grow and put off so much and then they're done. So you have to pick an indeterminate, which means it'll grow and grow and grow until either it the weather kills it, or it, you know, whatever. So it'll grow indefinitely and produce indefinitely as long as the temperatures are in its favor. So I'll pick one seed every year and follow it and take pictures of it, you know, from start to finish, and just the food that one seed produced. That's how I kind of document, journal for my good gracious, spit the word out, woman. That's how I document for my garden journal. So we did this today. We did these. Whoops, am I even camera? Heck no. But yeah, so that's how I kind of document my what I grow every year. Yeah, I mean, I take pictures of everything, but I'll document from one seed, and just a, you know, amazement of what one seed produces in and of itself. This is a good little stack of ephemera for our first Merry Monday makes. And we got a pocket there. So yeah, shoot, that's a pretty good little stack we got all ready for Christmas. Thank you all for joining me on my first Merry Makes of the year. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and hopefully, like I said, if we do this every week, man, we have plenty of stuff to do. By the end of the year, we'll have it all together. We won't have to make nothing but just sew our signatures in. Thank you all so much. You take care. Be careful on the roads, and keep everyone in your thoughts and prayers, especially all of our emergency workers, police officers, firefighters, all of those folks having to be out on the roadways and assisting people in the wreckage and stuff like that. So thank you all so much. Y'all have a good day.